Hello, once again, everybody. It's Blue Jay Artist, and today I'm coming at you with my second rant of the day. Look at, I'm actually getting stuff done. Are you proud of me? Today we are going to do the most annoying cats in each series. The baselines here, I'm going to include super editions, mangas, all the books, all of them you can think of. And I'm going to choose two per book or series or whatever. So let's get started. If I had to do timeline wise, I guess I'd have to start with Crooked Star's Promise. I think the first one I would pick would be Rainflower, and I will tell you why. Most people hate her like me. She's a terrible mother. And I remember I got into this argument with a person once at like a forum or something, and they kept on saying, oh, well, she was probably just really, had a lot of sympathy for him, so she couldn't handle it, and she totally abused him. That doesn't make any sense. If you felt sorry for your child, why would you be like, oh, he wouldn't be the ugly mess he is now? Like, come on. Be a good mother and don't be mean to your son. Be like a Squirrel Fighter Leaf Pool. When Jay Feather was blind, they didn't really think of his blindness that much. They were just acted like he was normal and everything. And why? Why would you change his name to Crooked Kit? That is cruel. Are you implying that your kit is crooked and not right? That is mean. That's it for Rainflower. Who else would I pick? I think really she's the only one I didn't like in that book, I think. Yeah, I think she's the only one. Yeah, I think she is. Let's move on to... Oh, actually, Telstar's Revenge would be the first one, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would be. Sorry for that. You know what? I'm not going to go in timeline order. I'm just going to do random super editions. Let's move on to Telstar's Revenge. I'd say I said in my last rant that I hate like half the cats in that book, but I think my top two would have to be Sandgorse and Heatherstar. I didn't like those two at all. I will explain. Like I said in my last rant, I don't like Sandgorse because one, he's a terrible father. Two, he acts like his son is his pet. And three, he really just not killed himself, but he really wasn't that bright of a cat, and he would get into a lot of fights, and he was arrogant, and I just didn't like that in the slightest. Heatherstar. Didn't like her because, one, she was also very pushy and bossy and all that stuff, and she didn't really know how to resolve things in her clan. She just made bad decisions, too, and she was just a bad leader, in my opinion. That's it for Telstar's Revenge. Blue Star's Prophecy. I kind of have a love-hate for Goosefeather, so I guess I can't put him on that list. I'd say Stormtail for one, and for the second one, I'd probably say, I don't know, I liked a lot of, just Stormtail. And I will explain why. One, he's a terrible father, like Sandgorse. Two, right after Moonflower died, he was like, oh, Moonflower. Oh, well, hello there. I forgot her name. Oh, Dapplepelt. He was like, oh, hello there, Dapplepelt. Would you come over here for a second? I would have been so mad if they would have had kids. I would have been so ticked off. Anyway, he's just a bad father, and... Oh, SkyClan's Destiny. I think that's what it's called. There were a lot of cats I didn't like in that book, but if I had to pick some... I'd probably say I don't really like Billy Storm that much. One, because his name is terrible. And two, he really is... No, actually, mostly because his name is terrible. I really didn't like any... Let's say this. For SkyClan's Destiny, I didn't love any cat, and I didn't hate any cat. There. That's my overall review. Firestar's Quest. I didn't like Sandstorm because I just don't like her in the first place, and you all know why if you see my Sandstorm rant, which is on my channel if you want to go look at it, if you want to know the reasons why. And I didn't really like, I forgot his name, but it was one of those guys who, was all like, oh, we have to be in a clan and do stuff. I'm out. This is way too bad. I'm out. I'm not doing this. I don't know. So the kitty pets and all were just really annoying. And I didn't really like the book in that matter anyway. I believe that's all the super editions. Sorry if I missed one. I apologize. Oh yeah, moving on to the original arc. I really didn't like a lot of cats in those series. But if I had to pick it out of the series, as Tiger Star for one, and also Black Star, and I will explain. One, because Tiger Star was a tyrant and he was terrible, and I know he's supposed to be that way because he's a villain, but I still hate him. And Blackfoot / Star, because one, he killed my favorite character of all time, and two, he just isn't a good cat. I mean, I don't even know how he got elected leader. He's not even that much of a good leader, in my opinion. I think that's it for the first series. For the second series, I mean the New Prophecy, I'd say Crowfeather and it's a tough one. Wow, I didn't really think this through. Let's talk about Crowfeather for now. I might think of something. I don't know. I didn't like him as an apprentice. I didn't like his relationship with Feathertail. Yes, I felt sympathy for him because I feel sympathy for like all the characters in all the books. But besides that, I really don't. Oh yes, and he's just has a bad attitude. Went for Leaf Pool way too fast. Left her with a bunch of kids, and it's just he's a bad person when it comes to love. And what did he have to offer his clan? All I could do is make babies, and not with good people. Anyway, yeah, I really. Oh, Hawkfrost. That's who I was thinking of. And no, not Hawkfrost. Mudclaw. Did not like Mudclaw. Yes, I know he should have had the right to be deputy, but he was a real jerk about it. Why didn't they just be like, oh, let's have a vote. Who thinks Mudclaw should be leader? Who thinks One Whisker should be leader? Honestly, in my opinion, this is kind of sidetrack, but it probably would have been the same if Mudclaw was leader. Maybe they didn't vote for him because of how stupid his name would have been. Mudstar. Are you saying there's a star made out of mud? Gross. Yeah, those are the two characters I didn't like in that series. The third series, the Power of Three, I did not like Nightcloud, and I did not like Heathertail. Those are the ones I didn't like. Nightcloud, you've seen my Nightcloud rant, you know why. Heathertail, you've seen my Heathertail rant, you know why. What else? Oh yes, the Omen of the Stars. I did not like Dovewing, and I did not like Tigerheart. Those are my two. Dovewing, because one, she replaced Hollyleaf. Oh yeah, I made a rant about this. This is probably one of those special rants, but I'll tell you anyway. She replaced Hollyleaf. She's a really stupid character. The only thing she's interested in is having a mate, and it's just, she's a bad character. Not well developed. Not really anything interesting about her. Yeah. Tigerheart, because he's an arrogant jerk. He did all this bad stuff while he was in a relationship with Dovewing, and she was all like, oh, but I still love him, and when I'm with Bumblestripe, I think of Tigerheart. Get over him, Dovewing. It won't work. And I'm reading this Omen of the Stars, and I'm reading the first one. I'm reading The Fourth Apprentice, and I can see the relationship forming between Dovepaw and Tigerheart, and I'm like, no, not another forbidden love couple, please. I'm so sick and tired of it. But really, besides that, there's just no... He's not very likable. He's in the Dark Forest. Stupid enough to go to the Dark Forest when he heard all the bad stories about Tigerstar. And yeah. So that's it, I think. Oh, yeah, the manga. I honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of the manga. There were some interesting things in it. SkyClan, the whole thing, really same characters for me. I didn't really like any, and I didn't really hate any. And the Sasha and Tigerstar one, which really creeped me out. Yes, I had sympathy for Sasha. I don't know. I didn't really I guess in the manga, I really didn't care about many of the characters, so maybe that's why I didn't really like it in that all. I can't think of Graystripe and the Millie story. Still didn't like Millie, and you know why? Because the most popular video I have is the Millie and Silverstream and Graystripe rant, and you probably know why I don't like Millie. So I think that's it. Tell me if I missed any in the comments. I can do a separate video on that. Alright, bye.